Good morning. I'm pleased to announce that Biocon has delivered a very strong set of numbers for the financial year ended FY13. At a group level, we have delivered a top line growth of 18%. At a EBITDA level, we are fairly flat on account of increased R&D spends. However, the good news is that we have seen a 50% surge in our PAT on the back of exceptional income that we have booked this quarter and for this fiscal based on the relicensing of our insulin analogs portfolio to Mylan. I would like to start by really giving you a glimpse of the business in across the various verticals. In terms of our core biopharmaceutical business, this has grown year on year 14% from 2,049 crores from 1,639 crores last year to 1,871 crores this year. Our branded formulations business within this has grown 34% from about 250 crores to around 350 crores this fiscal. The star performer for us this fiscal has been our research services business. It has crossed the 500 crore mark, and basically contract research, which includes Syngene and Clinigene, have grown a robust 36% from 410 crores last fiscal to 557 crores this fiscal. I must also give you some clarity about the Mylan deal. The Mylan deal saw Biocon receive an upfront payment of $20 million for further development of our various insulin analogs. In terms of our generic insulins business globally, this has really started gaining a lot of traction. Insulins today, you will be very pleased to know, accounts for over 10% of our biopharma business. So this is becoming a very, very significant part of our business. We are in the process of getting several new registrations in terms of our development of recombinant human insulin, which is Biocon's own asset now. The EU phase 3 trial final study report is expected in June this year, following which we are going to have a EMEA consulting meeting, after which we plan to file our dossier for marketing authorization. In terms of our development plan for the US, we are shortly meeting with US FDA, after which we will initiate phase 3 for recombinant human insulin. This is a program that we will develop on our own. We have the adequate financing in place to take care of this development. And as far as the insulin analogs is concerned, I think here I would like to share some details on how we are going to go about developing these analogs with Mylan. I think what the relicensing of these analogs to Mylan has meant for Biocon is that we have actually brought on the table a very capable co-development and commercialization partner in Mylan. As you know, we already enjoy a very close partnership with Mylan for our biosimilar monoclonal antibodies, and this is an extension of that very interesting and important and growing relationship with Mylan. Having said that, what is also very important is that unlike the Pfizer deal, where the onus of development was entirely on Biocon, the arrangement with Mylan is a co-development deal, where Mylan will pick up a significant part of the development for US and Europe and other highly regulated markets, and as well as share the costs of development for the rest of the world markets. What this means is that it basically brings down the commitment from Biocon in terms of spending on these developments, and it is this change in development commitments and obligations for Biocon that has allowed us to book the exceptional income this quarter and this fiscal. So I just wanted to give you some clarity on that. In terms of our research services business, I am very pleased to say that today Syngene and Clinigene continue to be not only the largest CRO in India and the most profitable CRO in India, but it is second only to WuXi in Asia. So I think this is a very, very important growing business for us. We are gaining a lot of differentiated, high value, service capabilities, and this is something which we are building on. So this story is only now taking shape and growing by leaps and bounds. So research services is something that is extremely important. And the next big business for us is the branded formulations business. Again, for us, branded formulations is a very differentiated business in India because we are the only company in India where more than 50% of our products are biologics. So whether it is Insugen, Basalog, Myokinase and Biomab, and now we will be shortly adding Alzumab, which is our first-in-class autoimmune drug which has been indicated for psoriasis. This is something that we are very, very proud of, very eager to launch because of the kind of data it has generated in the clinical study. And I think we are very, very proud of the fact that this is a novel drug, 100% developed in India and brought to the Indian market for Indian patients to benefit from. So this is a big milestone for us. I would also like to mention here that we are looking at the year ahead to keep the current momentum going. There are many things on the anvil. Of course, our various insulin programs are making good progress. We are, basically looking at ways and means of increasing our insulin capacity because that is what is constrained at the moment until our Malaysia facility comes on track. And the Malaysia facility is on track to meet our 2015 target of offering product from this plant. But in the meantime, we are capacity constrained, which we are trying to address through some capacity expansion in India. If we, this is where this, the insulin business is very indicative of the opportunities that Biocon has to be a big player in this space. I would also like to mention here that we are also very pleased to announce the addition of Daniel Bradbury to our board. Dan Bradbury was the former CEO of Amylin Pharmaceuticals. Amylin Pharmaceuticals was recently acquired by Bristol Myers Squibb for their diabetes assets, Byduron and Byetta. And we have ourselves had a very close research partnership with Amylin prior to the acquisition, and we have known Dan Bradbury very well for many years as a result of this, this relationship. Dan brings very valuable diabetes experience both in research and commercialization, and we believe that his addition to the board will add huge value to our own diabetes aspirations of being a very global player in the insulin space and in the diabetes space. In terms of our oral insulin program, this is also making good progress. It is being at the moment co-developed with Bristol Myers Squibb. There have been a few hurdles, all because of the regulatory constraints in India, where it has been difficult to get easy approvals in India for conducting certain clinical trials, as you all know. Hopefully these delays will disappear soon. We also are very, very excited with the CD6, the anti-CD6 antibody that we have developed and brought to the Indian market. Very recent scientific findings have shown that this is not only a first-in-class drug, but potentially a best-in-class drug. So I think this will be a huge triumph for Biocon and for India if we, once we start developing it and taking it to global markets. So I think this is something that again we are very proud of. I would just like to comment here that it is extremely important for India to focus on IP, to focus on IP protection. Innovation is a big opportunity for India. I have been a vociferous spokesperson against a number of IP, issues that have arisen in India in the recent past, and I continue to maintain that India has to be looked at as a very, responsible member of TRIPS. So I would like to then move on to say that in terms of our business going ahead, we are very, very focused on driving growth through all our verticals. Our the core biopharma vertical is doing extremely well. We've seen a 10% year-on-year growth in this particular vertical, largely driven by our fidaxomicin, statins and immunosuppressant sales. These will continue to deliver growth for us in the foreseeable future. We are focusing now on developing our ANDA strategy, where we have 20 ANDA dossiers under development. So we are becoming very active in the ANDA generic space as well. Our biosimilars and insulins, I have just mentioned, are doing extremely well. This is a growing opportunity for globally, and I think our insulins are beginning to really gain a lot of traction. Research services, we are very, very excited with the opportunities that lie ahead. We are certainly preparing ourselves to take this business to an IPO, and I would like to now end by saying that we are on track to deliver that $1 billion target by FY13. Thank you.